Hello once again, you sweet, sweet angels. So this is a continuation of the last video from the haul from Wallycon. We did the 50-cent bins. This is probably going to be the three-part video, this second one video here. Let's go over this dollar bin that I got from legend Don Tomljanovic. The last one will be miscellaneous price stuff. Okay, let's go to the dollar bin. Oh yeah, and before I forget, a lot of people always want to know how much you paid and stuff, how much you got. There's a bunch of sets in here that we'll get to at the end. This was 170 comics, unless I miscounted. He's like, just count them, then I'll take your word for it. I hope I didn't miscount, man. But anyhow, whatever. You know what? No crying over spilt milk. But yeah, he threw in the sets for free, and then a couple of figures that I'll show at the end. For it was gonna be 15, but I asked him if 10 would do. So not like a huge crazy like deal or anything, but I think a lot of these are probably worth more than $1 in that regard. Anyways, we could always justify it. Yeah, it's a good investment. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, let's we'll stop once in a while to talk about good art and writing, or maybe some monetary value once in a while. Say hi to the cat. Okay, let's continue. So first up, from Revolutionary Comics, Rock and Roll Comics, number 22, AC/DC. Yo. From Souvenir Pavilion, Arctic Comics, you got this Inuit guy spearing a killer whale on the cover. From Dynamite, Kato. Some of the Kato comics in the past by Mike Barron were pretty good. Some G.I. Joe for $1. I figured, you know what? Let me get like a huge bunch of G.I. Joe actually, once and for all. G.I. Joe number 64, number 61, G.I. Joe yearbook number 2. Number 3 of G.I. Joe yearbook. You know, I've got this several times. It's kind of like a silent interlude again, but and also has the Baroness in her underwear. Okay, pervs. Batman and Grendel, Devil's Riddle. So this is book 2, right, of the first volume of the Grendel and Batman crossover, is it? Or is it number 1? Sorry, let me look. I think this completes the second set for me. Uncanny X-Men number 209. 3D Classic Comics, Call of the Wild. What you motherfuckers know about Jack London, huh? From Wendy's Kids Meal? Weird. And Neil Adams looking art on this 3D color classics of Gulliver's Travels from the Wendy Kids Meal. Moon Knight number 1 of the special edition with an all-new Bill Sienkiewicz Moon Knight portfolio. I figured I'd get like when Sienkiewicz is getting weird on New Mutants. If I can get that cheap, I'll try to look for it. I hear this storyline era. Is it that Demon Bear era? I'm trying to get that. This is number 20. Number 24. Different storyline, I think there. Number 29. You know, I usually don't get shit for the covers, but I'm kind of like figuring for $1, maybe I will. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I'll try to like make money at it a little bit. I guess this is Jim's Tinian as well, or Tynan, however the hell you say it. Whatever, I'm gonna say Tinian, I don't care. This is Joker number 2. This kind of looks like a Lee Bermeo cover, but I'm not sure who it is. Tower of Shadows number 8, with a huge rip on the cover, but yeah. Pacific Presents Rocketeer, first issue, featuring Stevie Ditko's The Missing Man. Batman The Adventures Continue, season 2, number 3. And this is weird, Alien Encounters number 1 from Fantago. Let's take a look in here quick. Curious. Okay, cool. It says story by Lawrence Schell. This signature though is like a spider, but yeah, I think I'm like, that was a Bissett way of signing, wasn't it? And yeah, I guess it is. You've got some bunch of Bissett in here, I guess. Fred Hembeck as well. Other names I don't really recognize. Damn, there's a bunch. Mike Zeck. Let's check that out. Tom Sutton. Let's try to find that Mike Zeck. Said it was towards the end. something like this. That's Beset again. Like, I'm being pretty unprofessional, but we're chilling. Okay, but moving on. It's a whole long box, so let's move. From Philippe Drouillet, you know how he was like kind of one of the original guys on heavy metal. This is Nosferatu, prestige format book. You know what? I said we'd move along, but let's talk about this briefly. If I can, with one hand. It's a little bit hard because of the prestige format, but yeah, I was kind of expecting maybe like some sci-fi horror or something. It looks like this kind of lone, almost like an alien with sharp teeth on a seemingly like deserted planet. Oh yeah, no, but there's little weird beings and stuff too. But yeah, it looks like it's reprinted from the magazine size with the weird aspect ratio, right? This might be, I'm kind of guessing, but I'm not sure, and forgive me if I'm being ignorant here, but this seems to be kind of like a meditation on like loneliness and like loss of love. I'm kind of guessing that maybe this was written after the death of his wife, if I recall correctly, Drouillet. So this kind of seems like just like contemplating loneliness all the time. This alien kind of vampire flying around and just internal dialoguing, or monologuing rather. It's not bad, but it's a little bit heavy, and I guess, like, you know, you gotta know what you're getting into, I guess. I mean, I'm not entirely sure that's what I'm interpreting this properly, but that's what I was getting out of it when I had read this last. Or I only got like about a third of the way through before I had to put a bookmark in it, because I was like, this it's pretty heavy, like navel gazing, I guess, not to besmirch the man. Pretty heavy, but like kind of interesting and stuff, kind of abstract, kind of that European kind of flavor as well. Okay, moving on. Bad Signal from Warren Ellis. This is number 1. Okay, this was kind of like just him writing little like essays, almost like just him like thinking, and then they'd be, let's see, yeah, this is like mid to 2000s or something, I think, when it came out. 2003. Yeah, I got this when it was coming out, but I think it's just him kind of like essays, and then once in a while there's an illustration. So you got to be a bit of an Morales fan for that one. Anyway, moving on. Lady Zorro number 5. Getting all that Zorro, man. Lady Hell, again, getting stuff just for yeah. I was joking with homie at the show that like chaos stuff, like when you actually try to read it, it's just fucking shit. But sorry. Okay, Lady Hell number 2. All-Star Superman number 6. I don't know. I already have a set of that, or a couple sets already. But G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero number 38. Number 69. Nice. I think there's a Jared Chu cover. Yeah, I don't know. There was a fuckload of like Vampirella and Dynamite Girls and Chaos and stuff with, like, you know, it's all 99% seems to be garbage, but I figured I'll try stuff out based on the cover. Try dipping your toes in. Maybe someday you'll find a good series actually worth reading. Christopher Priest sometimes is good, but yeah, and I figured like maybe I'll just. It seems like some of those variant covers that are kind of rare actually go up in value. And this is not a financial advice channel for comics. I tend to think those are bogus, like a bunch of phony shysters that probably don't make any actual money themselves, but who knows. But I'm not going to get into that whole game, but I'm like a little bit, I'm like, okay, confession time. I might actually put a box together that's just for like seeing, you know, just like put the box like in the fucking corner of a basement garage or whatever bullshit, and just put stuff in there and be like, okay, maybe that'll be worth something like 10 years from now or something. I don't know. As long as it's not crap. I just think the whole like speculating thing to me is when I don't want to be surrounded by a bunch of garbage, you know, that just because it was like, oh, I thought maybe it would be worth money. Like, fuck that. Comics have to be like good for one thing, and then the monetary thing is kind of like secondary to me or whatever. but your mileage may things are different from everybody. You've heard all this before from me. Anyways, on that note, this had like I'm like, this cover is probably worth something, and it's a Marvel Star Wars. I haven't really read any of those, so we'll see. If it sucks, then at least you get money. And that's kind of like how I look at it. Or these foil covers too. This is in the Keown era though of the Incredible Hulk. This is Incredible Hulk number 393, foil cover. Kitchen Sink, Adventures of Crystal Knight by Sharon Rudall. People be looking for these Army of Darkness and Evil Dead comics. Sometimes they're actually not garbage. This is Army of Darkness Forever, number 4. I don't know. I'm an idiot. I just need to like stay away from Parkovitz, maybe. But maybe this is cool though. From Revolutionary Comics, the people that did rock and roll comics, right? Sports Superstars, Wayne Gretzky. Another one that's like, you know what? Maybe I'm a speculator after all. I'm just full of shit. Wolverine Annual number 2 by Swijansky and Mike Diodato. Personality Classics, John Wayne number 1. Let's read a biography comic on John Wayne. Marvel's Greatest Comics number 56. Always nice to get the Kirby on newsprint. Draculina number 1. This probably sucks, but it's a Lindsay cover. Gen 13 number 2. Pretty funny Windsor Smith cover there. Cheval Noir number 6. Putting together like a kind of a set of those. Border Worlds number 1 from Don Simpson. Same with that, putting that together. And like, I don't know, when I see weird kind of Silver Agey type stuff, I might grab it too when it's cheap, just to see. This is Manhunter 2070, or DC Showcase featuring Manhunter 2070 number 93. Marvel's Greatest Comics number 32. Bernie Wrightson's Captain Stern number 5. I think I might have tried to read this before, but I don't really like comedy. Might not have kept it before. Blair Witch one-shot. Sergio Aragonés doing kind of like a parody by the looks of it. You know what? We've talked about a little bit of Sergio Aragonés or Gru in the past, and it's weird. Some people are going around asking for Gru now recently. You see it happen like once a show or like in comic shops and stuff. But anyways, I was thinking about it. I think like he might be one of the most underrated artists. Like, not to speculate on like when he'll die, but I think someday he will be recognized as like a genius of like who can put out like hundreds of gags, like so much cartooning and so many jokes. Like not many people, or maybe is he like a kind of alone in that? Like some of the Mad Magazine guys beside him, like maybe Al Jaffe, but Aragonés is kind of like in a league all his own when it comes to that, so respect. Anyways, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero number 52. G.I. Joe Yearbook number 1. Dark Horse Presents number 49 with Homicide. That's some crazy stuff to read a lot of the time. And this one looks to have a Mobius cover anyhow, and no Homicide though. Okay, I also got it because of the cover. I'm like, maybe there's some Mobius inside. Dark Horse Presents number 63. I guess not though, otherwise they would have advertised it right. Number 48. G.I. Joe number 66. Execute Order 66. G.I. Joe number 51. Who knows what this is? Dark Shrine, Rough Cut by Shelby Robertson. We better take a look inside here, shouldn't we? Okay. I don't know. Kind of, I do like the inking style, or even the drawing in ink. Well, I mean, it's kind of, it reminds me of that old, like Jim Lee, David Finch, Mark Silvestri. Who else was doing all this? I mean, back in that days of, like, the Darkness and, what's that shit called? Like Ascension or some bullshit. But, like, especially when it's inked by Bat. This is pretty good, but, I mean, it's played out. Yeah. But, you know what? For somebody, like, kind of imitating that whole game, this must have been... It seems like this person could have been, like, part of that whole crew. Oh, man, I saw, like, a freaking whole longbox of Witchblade there at the show. I was like, I can't believe there's even that many Witchblade comics of this. It's wild. But I guess it's more kind of emulating that kind of stuff. Okay. Okay. Black Canary number 1. This is Biome and Von Eden again, I guess after the miniseries. Roots of the Swamp Thing, number 4 by Ween and Bryson, reprinting the original stuff. And number 5, Vanity, number 2. Draculina, number 2. Let's recover again. Number 3. Yeah, whatever. I'm an idiot getting this. Number 4. I just hope I make $5 at least, but inevitably I'm disappointed in reading this and sell it. Sorry for being negative. I don't know why I'm... It's a vicious cycle we're leading here. Vampirella, number 2. Is this from Harris or what? What the hell? Is it from Warren? What the fuck is this? Who did this? From Beyond the Unknown, number 23. You got a gorilla cover here. The gorilla is saying, hand over those other 2 books. And in his thought balloon, when I read these 3 novels, I'll be able to conquer the world. Katie Keene Special, number 1. Debbie's Dates, number 9. 15 cents cover. Wedding of Dracula, number 1. Keep expanding the Dracula section. Dracula is a genre unto himself. What If, Volume 2, number 3. What if Steve Rogers had refused to give up being Captain America? Ghost Rider, Danny Catch, number 1. Giant Size Wolverine, number 1. Just always trying out different people on Wolverine. Hoping to find good Wolverine to read. Marvel Tales, starring Spider-Man, number 181. Marvel Tales 136. Marvel Tales 209. Sensational Spider-Man. Wait, Marvel Tales featuring Sensational Spider-Man 199. Marvel Tales 201. 189. 179. Black Widow number 1 by Wade, Samney, and Wilson. We'll see. My friend handed these to me and he's like, get these, Codename Knockout, get them. I'm like, are they good on the inside beyond the cover? And he's like, just get them, they're good. So we'll see. This is number 1. Bizarre Adventures from like nowadays, I guess, modern Bizarre Adventures, number 1. From Red Circle Comics Group, Blue Ribbon Comics, number 1. I have no idea what that is. G.I. Joe and the Transformers, number 3. G.I. Joe Order of Battle, number 3. Grunts, number 1. You can tell from this price box, though, that this must be Mirage Studios, right? That's why I grabbed it. House of Mystery, number 312. Kaluta cover, it looks like. 311. 314. 250. Oh, sorry, I was reading the wrong number. 320. 318. 317. 316. Austin says, don't trust any damn body. 315. Lots of Kaluta. 302. Black Widow number 12. The Joe Jusko Marvel Masterpiece variant, by the looks of it. Wolverine number 31 from Hama and Celestri era. Batman Bane, prestige format or deluxe kind of comic. Chuck Dixon, a good name to look for when it comes to Bane. Natch. Superman Jimmy Olsen presents the Superman Family 165. Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane, number 136. Amazing Adventures featuring the Inhumans and the Black Widow, number 7. Sometimes when stuff, as long as it's like under 20 cent cover price and it's like cheap, I'll check out, just curious, see what the hell all that stuff is. Or House of Mystery 292. This is cool because wasn't this like a Kickstarter or something? But also kind of hard to get, or maybe it had to be ordered special. Mike Barron, Joseph Arnold, and Jeff Sleeman's The Thin Blue Line. Was this kind of controversial and some bullshit as well? Sometimes when things are controversial, I just think that's like another way to get marketing. Especially in these days where old media is seen as like people look at it with suspicion, but then again, when things go viral and controversial online, they don't. They'll. It could be marketing, in my opinion. Okay. Boris Karloff, Tales of Mystery. I don't know what these numbers are, but nice enough cover with this kind of like Yeti or abominable snowman. And this dude falling off a cliff here. That's rough, I tell you. Son of Tomahawk, number 132. 15-cent cover price. Get into the gutter where you belong, Injun. If we had a nickel for every time we said that. Moving along, just joking, guys. Ghost Rider, Volume 2, number 13. You know what? Let me show you some. I think this is issue I'm thinking of. This is like one of the first ones I got when I was a kid. Oh, this is so minty too. Yeah, this has like cool, you know, showing some of the awesomeness of text here. The face melting as he transforms into Ghost Rider on the first page. Nice skull, nice shot from Worm's Eye view. Very powerful. Oh man, these crackheads were like robbing these elderly couple. Hit the old man in the face with a bat. Jeez. I used to think this stuff was exaggerated, but I kind of like that out there now. Need to get Ghost Rider on the kids. Okay, but I thought this. Okay, that's the sister. Doesn't this shit show like a bunch of? Maybe I'm wrong. You know what? I fucked up. Oh man, this ad rules though. Fuck, how good is that ad? That could be a poster itself. I thought this was a different issue that had like all the interior pages basically had skulls on them. Okay, my bad. But at least we saw that cool ad. Sorry guys, I'm wasting your precious time. Dark Horse Presents number 80. Got some Monkey Man and O'Brien there. Wolverine the Jungle Adventure by Simonson and Mignola. Prestige format. Marvel's The Greatest Comics number 70. Number 76. Number 79. DC Superstars presents Dead Man and the Phantom Stranger. Number 18. Elektra and Wolverine the Redeemer by Rucka and Yoshitaka Amano. Man, ever since this came out, I was like curious about it because we liked Yoshitaka Amano's art because he was like the concept artist for like Vampire Hunter D back in the day. But this was always like a little bit too expensive to get, I felt. Until finally, what is it, like 20 years later, getting it out of dollar bin. Oh, cool. This is number 1 of Elektra and Wolverine the Redeemer. I think this is more like a book, like illustrated, though. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, we ain't come here to read no books. I learned by looking at the pictures. This looks to be like maybe a March cover, but maybe slightly off. Maybe I'm off there. Vampirella number 1. I could look, but oh, this is March, isn't it? Is that what that says? Yeah, Vampirella number 2. So maybe number 1 was. Vampirella number 1, Dead Flowers. I saw that the credit here has Frazetta, so I'm like, what? Maybe it's like one of his daughters or something, though. I don't know. On like recommendation of the Legendary Pop Comics, he's saying like, you know, when it's video game or kind of cartoon stuff. But then again, this has already come around. This is over 25 years from Archie Adventure series, The Adventures of Bayou Billy, number 5, number 4. I don't know. Number 3. It's only $1 though. So. Zombie. This looks like almost Barry Windsor Smith or something, but I don't think it is. Anyway, Zombie number 1. From the Daredevil Born Again series. Man, maybe I'll have like a second set of these all together, but I'm kind of keeping for myself newsstand and direct market good ones. I don't know why, but you know, whatever. Daredevil number 229 at Born Again. Number 238. 201, nice Black Widow, Claus Janson maybe. 189 with the scrumptious Rachel Summers. 192 of Uncanny X-Men, my bad. And number 204, Nightcrawler-centric issue. I don't know what this is, some kind of modern Archie variant, I guess. Oh, it says Red Sonja and Vampirella meet Betty and Veronica, number 12. This weird variant. Again with the foil covers Purgatory number 1, I think. the foil. Oh, embossed foil. Adam Hughes cover on this Vampirella number 1. Alright, continuing Dazzler number 21. Painted cover, looking nice there, so I got it for that. Captain America number 380. Some nice diamond back. 381. Ghost Rider number 22. I was kind of like half on the fence of like trying to put together more of a text Ghost Rider run, but it was too difficult. They were just mixed up everywhere. Unfortunately, I didn't get to. But this is a Frank Miller Spectacular Spider-Man, the second Spectacular Spider-Man that he worked on. Number 28. Krusty the Clown number 1. No idea what this is. Demon Mask number 1 from Amazing Comics. We better stop and take a look in here, shouldn't we? Anybody who likes mainstream stuff but hates alternative stuff will be like getting pissed off. How come you don't look at the mainstream stuff? Stuart Hope and Russ Martin on the art. That's kind of good. That maybe too many teeth, but oh, that's part of his character design. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm kind of with it. We'll check that out. Okay, for the mainstream though, Carnage number 1. Carnage number 2, bonus variant edition. Marvel Milestone edition of Fantastic Four number 1. Savage Return of Dracula. Get more Dracula. 7 Block by Chuck Dixon and Jorge Zafino. I recently read this, so this is a second copy, yeah. It's pretty good. It's kind of cool and creepy, the atmosphere, but it reads almost like the setup for like almost like this was a pilot episode or movie for like a series or like series of movies or like a season of a show or something. So it's kind of good, but unfortunate that it's just kind of all on its own there. Not bad though. I do keep it in my collection, that one, for the Dixon and Zafino. Gumby 3D number 5. Warlock 5 number 4. Did I already get this in the 50 cent bin? I forget. Wolverine and Black Cat Claws. This is from volume 1. This is number 2 out of 3. I'm kind of looking for those, but I don't see them actually. Dark Horse Presents number 99, 98, 97. Savage Wolverine by Frank Cho and somebody Keith, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Switching to a different team now, like Zeb Wells and Joe Madureira and Steigerwald and something. Savage Wolverine number 14, number 15, number 16. Marvel, I don't see the number on here. Nice Alex Ross cover though. Awesome color palette, very pleasing. Wolverine number 57. Is that Silvestri cover? Yeah. Number 26. Commandy, The Last Boy on Earth, number 8. Number 27. I remember this was always advertised as supposedly like a good Boba Fett comic when it came out. Star Wars Boba Fett Twin Engines of Destruction. Gen 13 number 3. Rocko's Modern Life number 4. Some nice crossover. This is going to be awesome. From the Ren and Stimpy show, The Powdered Toast Man Special. America's favorite breakfast hero. Number 1. The Phantom Stranger number 31. Savage She-Hulk number 8. With a nice Man-Thing appearance. Wouldn't mind getting my Man-Thing over on She-Hulk either. Sorry guys. But this is also, it looks to be like a Michael Golden cover. I'm not familiar with this like era, but looks good. Wolverine one-shot, annual one-shot. Annual number 1, Davis and Farmer. I'm guessing that's Alan Davis and Mark Farmer. That would be cool. It's always nice to see Alan Davis. Incredible Hulk number 396. Is this the Keone era? Kind of looks like by his face and somewhat there. Yeah. See that, I guess. Punisher. Yeah, 396. Joe Kubert School presents First Folio number 1. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. Some Charlton horror, Ghostly Tales, number 146. She's in a graveyard and there's lightning. She's in a lightning storm. She's saying, "Come forth, spirits, help me to seek revenge." Legendary Red Sonja. This looks like a Joe Benitez cover, maybe. Like a sketch type cover. I could be wrong there, of course. Vampirella and Dracula Unholy, a love story, number 3. Doing a tribute to the old Raphael Morales Studios magazine cover. Twilight Avenger from Elite Comics, number 1. Yeah, it's just when I see something weird kind of in those bargain bins, I'll grab it. Should we look inside? Let's keep with the pattern and do so. Okay, this like unboxing the comic books here. What do we got in here? Creator story by John Woolley. Creator pencils Terry Tidwell. Inks by Butch Burcham. Letters Debbie Burcham. Colors Kathy Tidwell and Janice Woolley. Kind of like a family affair. Okay. Won't delve too much into it. Artemis Requiem, number 1. Let's delve into this. Yeah. Oh yeah. You see first off like a bound Wonder Woman with like kind of like scrapes and cuts and whip marks and stuff all over. Oh yeah. This is good. This is good comics already, I could tell, you know? Wait, I thought we'd have more going on. It's not gratuitous enough. Okay, there we go, we're getting a little bit. Yeah, okay. Give it to me, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. That's what we want, baby. Okay, apologies for that, guys. Control myself. Some more Simon and Thor getting this stuff together, right? This is number 367. Getting that Bruce Jones Hulk together too. This is number 60. Wolverine Killing Made Simple. That's a one-shot. Man, there's a lot of Wolverine one-shots. Wolverine number 58. I see Terror Inc. making a guest appearance there. This looks like Derek Robertson era, maybe. Must be. Codename Knockout number 2. Number 21. 22. 23. 16. Wow, the series ran like for a while. 18. 19. 20. Yeah, buddy passed me this and he's like, "Get this." And I'm like, well, is it good? Is it good to read? And he's like, "Well, it's Neil Adams wrote it. It's good." When he left to Pacific and then Kirby followed him after. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, interesting things to contemplate. So, Miss Mystic number 1. He handed me this too. He said this is Jim Steranko Captain America, kind of like special issue. Captain America Special Edition number 2. And this, I guess, is Steranko as well, if I remember correctly. The Fly number 1. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero number 59. Thanks for those recommendations. Number 61. Got some Snake Eyes and Scarlet here. Number 63. Number 67. 68. 71. Okay, we're getting to the sets now. Last of the box. Okay, a set of Airboy Deadeye. I see it's written by Chuck Dixon, so cool. Antarctic Press, is it? A set for... Yeah, the sets are like always like less than $1 at his booth there, kind of. There are a couple I wish I got as well, but then again, I don't know. It's almost like I would be getting them on behalf of like other people's taste, even though it doesn't like really resonate with me. There was like a Silver Surfer sets by Mike Allard, and it would be like the whole set for $5 and stuff, but I didn't know that he was going to throw me these sets for free. Otherwise, maybe I would have tried those. I don't know why. I'm not trying to get on a divisive kind of rant, but just as a side note, like Mike Allard, I know he's good, but it just never really resonates with me for some reason. Anyhow, Airboy Deadeye 1 to 5 for $3. This is Bart Sears doing Batman Legends of the Dark Knight Faith 3-parter for $2. I already have this, but kind of liked it. Wolf Moon number 1 to 6 for $2. Well, yeah, as I said though, this is all free, but if you're ever looking at his stuff, the sets is a good place to look probably if you're trying to read the stuff. Yeah, let's see how that is. Winter's Edge number 1 to 3 from Vertigo. Who knows? I should stay away from these Vertigo anthologies. It seems like none of them. I always kind of find it like a chore trying to read them. But then again, there's like good names on here. You got Zuli, Rousseau, Gibbons, Ellis, Robertson, Delano, Brubaker, Vaughn, Bacalo. But I still feel like I might be, you know, there's a pattern that, so far. Dracula, adapted from the novel by Roy Thomas, Dick Giordano. Roy Thomas is kind of like a good name for Dracula stuff. Winter Soldier by Brubaker and Boshi, 1 to 5. Punisher, The Platoon, 1 to 6. I remember reading this back when it came out. It was pretty good, but I didn't keep it back then. But we'll see about this time if I like it more. I feel that way a lot about Garth Ennis's Punisher. Is that like I can kind of like read it once every like 20 years or something, but not like I don't really like keep it, or like you know, it's not quite 5 stars to me, like 4 out of 5 maybe. Savior by Todd McFarlane, Brian Holgan, and Clayton Crane. And he wrote a note on here that says good read for the whole set, 1 to 8. I accidentally got 2 of these. I didn't mean to. There's that Faith, Legends of the Dark Knight again. If you want it, just shout out. From The Biz, Nobody Beats the Biz, as Confucius would say. Some legend out there. 13 Coins by Bisley, Martin Brennan, and Michael B. Jackson. What's this? A set of 1 to 8 for $5. Okay, interesting. I hope it's like The Biz on the interior too. BPRD, The Dead Remembered, 1 to 3. And that does it for the sets. Let's get to the toys. I know everybody likes toys. No, I don't know. I usually don't get toys, but I did this time. Yeah, when I was first looking at his table earlier in the day, this was $10, and I was actually kind of looking at it and being like, maybe I want that. I kind of like the Mandalorian. I do. And this looks like a pretty good figure. That he's in the Beskar armor and has the, what's the fucking, the dark saber or something? And what else has he got going on? I don't know if there's, it looks like there's not really any like other accessories as far as weapons go, but I guess it's more like, I like that it's like G.I. Joe size too. It's kind of like a standardized size. You can interact with the Joes maybe. $5. And I asked him if he would do $5 for this too, and he did. This Evil Ernie figure. Damn, I want to take it out of the package though, to be honest with you. I didn't even really think about until like right now recording this, like maybe I shouldn't take it out. But I guess this is from like 1997. An oldie a little bit. Yeah, okay, so that does it for this video, guys. The next video will be the more expensive, significant, weird stuff. I guess I could do that. No, I don't want to. I gotta go. I guess I'll have to record that on another day. Maybe I'll post that like Friday afternoon or Saturday morning or something. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and like and comment and subscribe if you haven't already. If you feel like it, you know, comment and stuff. And I hope you find wicked stuff out there too. Alright, peace, y'all.